Hello and welcome, everyone. This is episode 10 of my NFL preview show, the big one. I'm predicting the winner of the AFC West division for the upcoming season. I tossed and turned and I went back and forth and I didn't know who to decide. For the record, I could change my picks for division winners with some of the stuff we're seeing in training camp and people getting hurt and requesting trades. So things could change. I'll make my final picks before the season starts, but if I don't want to change them, I won't do that. I'll just pick a Super Bowl winner and MVP and stuff like that. I'm gonna ultimately decide for now on Denver Broncos to come out of that division. I think they're the most complete team. I think that the addition of Jalen Waddle makes them much more formidable on offense. Bo Nix coming back, Sean Payton coach team. I don't think anyone else in the division is going to match them. The defense is back with Surtain and Benito and all those guys, so I'm leaning towards them really more so. The Chiefs, they lost Jalen Watson and Trent McDuffie. They drafted Mansur Delane. I don't know if he's not going to be able to replace those guys. Chris Jones is older. They don't have that same defensive line that they used to. They drafted some guys. I don't know if they can produce and put that defense to a level that it needs to be for them to come out of this division. That being said, I really wanted to pick the Chiefs. There's a big game that opens the season on Monday night with Chiefs and Broncos in Arrowhead. So if they win that game, then the Chiefs kind of have the upper hand, but I think the Broncos could take it from them right out the gate. The Broncos have a really hard schedule to start and the Chiefs don't. So it's really important for the Broncos to win that game. If the Chiefs win that game, they take control really more so. But Travis Kelce has lost a step. The receivers still question marks. Offensive line still question marks. Rashee Rice, he's always having problems. Who knows if he's even going to be there. Kenneth Walker is a really tremendous addition. So, that really elevates them a little. And that's why I was considering them. And they still got Pat Mahomes. So I say that they're better at quarterback than Denver, but Bo Nix is highly respectable. Are they better at receiver? I don't know. Sutton had a pretty good year last year, and that crew that we didn't think was that good did really well with Bo Nix and him putting the ball in tight spaces and finding open guys and some nice play designs by the Broncos. They had that monster win streak in the middle of the season. And running back, maybe Chiefs too, but offensive line, the Denver Broncos maybe with Garrett Bowles becoming more so of a stud in the NFL. Defense, I'm going to give it to Denver. Their front seven can pressure more. And, Pat Surtain's better than anyone that they got. Patrick Mahomes, he's Exodia. You need all the parts. So you need both legs of Exodia, both hands of Exodia, the body of Exodia, and the head of Exodia. It's from Yu-Gi-Oh! So he's, who knows if his leg is going to be recovered and back. And Tyreek Hill, he's, there's rumors that he might join the Chiefs, but who knows if it's going to happen with his leg. Eric Bieniemy, the new offensive coordinator from the Chiefs, he was the coordinator for them before when they won the Super Bowl, and they're saying that he's going to change the offense. I kind of doubt that because there was a weird story of his wife, I don't know, having getting shot or something. And I don't know. The Chiefs always have this weird off-season drama that surrounds them. With Rashee Rice and now Eric Bieniemy and them getting burglarized and I'm a Taylor Swift fan, but since when is the NFL all about the girls taking over? The Chiefs is a girls team and I'm a guy. This time for the Broncos, that takes us to Los Angeles Chargers. I've had enough of these California teams and these California girls. These are all girls teams. The Rams are cool. I like the Rams because my hometown's in Michigan. I'm a Matthew Stafford guy. So I can kind of root for the Rams. But like the 49ers and the Chargers, they don't even have like their own fans. It's like the Clippers, the other team from LA. I like Justin Herbert. Is the weapons around Justin Herbert legitimate? I don't know. Like they said, well, offensive line's going to be better. But, they lost Keenan Allen. What if they decide to bring him back again? How many times has Keenan Allen left the team and came back? The defense is good, but what if it has a down year? I don't know. Derwin James and Khalil Mack, those guys are older. No Bosa anymore. So this time for the Broncos, the Chargers, kind of questionable on them, and I think they're overhyped. Raiders, my new hometown. I got my Raiders shirt. I'm excited to see Fernando Mendoza. He's the number 1 pick in the draft. He could really spark some life into this team. And they got Nakobe Dean from the Eagles. So the Eagles lost their linebacker to them. Some excitement building up in Las Vegas. This team hasn't won the division in over 20 years. So it's a long shot not picking them. They could have some upsets this year. Maybe even within the division. An exciting team to look out for sure. I'm excited. This time for the Broncos. Mina Kimes picked the Broncos. John Gruden picked the Broncos. The Chiefs are the betting favorite. Mike Greenberg is talking about the Broncos like the powerhouse in the AFC and a sneaky underdog team. So this time for the Broncos. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll check you guys out next time.